In this video, I'm going to be discussing the worst silver and gold fails of 2021 for my channel. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. If you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy in a bucket talking about precious metals, so make sure you blast that subscribe button, get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Today I'm going to be sharing with some of you some of the mistakes that I made in 2021 as it relates to the stacking of silver and gold, as well as buying and selling silver and gold coins that I had in my possession. A lot of us in the stacking community go through these points in our stacking journey where we either feel like we've been buying some coins or bullion for too high of prices, or sometimes we've been selling things that we feel like we did at too low of a price. And a lot of times some of us will second guess ourselves when it comes to buying and selling silver and gold. And I just wanted to share with some of you some of the things that I did this year that I kind of regret. I'll just jump right to it, and I'm going to talk about the Wolverine Mule Coin errors that were discovered by Paulie Buck, who confirmed with me that these were in fact errors, and he and I were featured in a magazine article in Coin World, and this was actually a really cool find. Paulie Buck looked at the coins that he had in his possession. He said something doesn't look right with the date. He knows that it's a 2021, but this ended up being a 2018, so we knew something was wrong. What ended up happening was I had 18 of these. Some of my other friends ended up getting a handful of these as well. And finally, after I bothered Perth Mint over and over again on Instagram, they confirmed that 400 of these mule errors were released to the general public, only of which I think 70 really surfaced. So that means about 330 of these mule errors are in people's possession, and they don't even realize that they have those coins. My mistake, even though it might not really be considered to be a mistake, is that I sold through them way too quickly. I had 18 of them. I bought them for $45 a piece, and I sold them for anywhere between $400 to $800. I had a very nice return on those coins. But the thing is, some of my friends who were also selling these coins, I told them straight up, listen, you guys are my friends. However, I do view you as competition because we all had a lot of the same buyers. And there were only so many people that are going to spend $400 to $800 on these mule error coins. And I wanted to be first. I wanted to sell through them as quickly as possible and try to capture those profits. Looking back at it, I probably could have slow rolled those out a bit more. I could have still been sitting on some of those. But as one of my friends said, pigs get fat, hogs get slaughtered. So I decided to sell through almost all of them except for this one. Hindsight being 2020, I think if I had slow rolled those, yeah, maybe I could have increased some of the profit margins. But then on the flip side of that, the hype died down. You don't really see a lot of people talking about it. Not a lot of people know about it still to this day. So I view that as maybe a slight error, but not a complete loss. When it comes to Marvel, since I'm on the topic of Marvel, this isn't representing everything that I have, but this is quite a bit. I did buy a lot of Marvel coins, and I bought them for a decent amount. However, you know what? I probably bought too many. This is really only... Actually, that's not Marvel. That's a Dragon coin. But a lot of these Marvel coins, the prices did go up considerably. But you know what? I ended up buying a lot of these. I had so many more. I probably bought like 2 tubes of each of the Marvel heroes, other than Spider-Man, which, as you know, is one of the more expensive coins. But, I'm sitting on quite a few of these. Now, I can move them. I'm not worried about that. I could sell them where I typically sell these on my YouTube auctions, Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I could sell them on Instagram, no problem. I definitely have the platform to sell these coins. But I probably went a little too much with buying these. And so now I'm sitting on all these coins. I do have a lot on my website, which do sell. I could have had this as a different type of inventory if I wanted. I definitely locked my money up into these coins, but you know what? I don't feel completely terrible about that decision. I know that Marvel is a major brand that has really no difficulty in selling, but I am sitting on these coins. I haven't really been selling them as hard. I haven't been pushing them as hard. I'll probably hang back on some of these because some sell better than others, but hindsight being 2020, I probably would have bought maybe half of the Marvel coins that I purchased, but no worries there. I know I'll be able to sell these, no problem. Also, while we're on the topic of Marvel, I also regret buying these, the Marvel Mini Heroes. If you are familiar with the Chibi coins, those things are so popular, but I think what ended up happening is that these colorized minis, which is the the answer to a lot of the other minis that we've seen coming from Harry Potter, from the Star Wars line of characters, as well as now Street Fighter. The Marvel ones, I think there wasn't that big of an appetite for them. So these have been a very slow sell. And so now I'm kind of just sitting on these. I haven't really been selling them. These are the first in the series, so I'm not too worried about offloading these. But I ended up canceling my subscription on all of the others. At first I was going to be buying 5 of each, but when I bought these and I saw, first of all, my starting price on these were quite high, and then trying to resell them, it was a bit of a challenge. There isn't really a lot of people within the stacking community who like colorized, so these, in my opinion, were kind of a flop. Now, here I also have some gold coins on display. I don't regret buying these gold coins. These actually are some gold coins that I had featured on previous videos. We've got the Scrooge McDuck. We've got this gold round, which is from the John Wick movies. I still have yet to see them. Don't beat me up too much, guys. And then this is the gold completer coin. Now, I don't regret buying these, but what I do regret is selling some of the high premium gold collectible coins that I did have. First of all, the Czech Lion from 2021, beautiful coin. I featured this on some of my previous videos, and I purchased this for around $2,100, $2,200. Now, I did sell it for $3,000 on one of my auctions, and a lot of you are going to say, wow, that's a great profit. $800 profit, not bad. I completely agree, but I do have to pay taxes on that profit, so I'm spending like 30 or losing 35, 37% right off the bat. I do have to pay the 3% PayPal fees. And then, you know what? I just regret selling that gold coin. It was just a beautiful coin that I thought was just absolutely stunning. And, I wish I still had that in my stack. Recently, it did pop up on a website, and I had it in my cart. And then the next day, I went to go buy it, and I was going to be able to buy it for the same price that I originally got it for, which was like $2,000, $2,100. And it was gone. It was sold out. I missed the boat. I got sidetracked and I completely was unable to buy it. So I was disappointed, but it is what it is, right? And then lastly, also the gold tiger dragon coin. I really love that gold coin that I had. I bought it for I think $1,900 or $2,000, and then I ended up selling it for $2,500. Again, nice profit. However, after the 37% that I have to pay in taxes, and then the 3% PayPal fees, I regret selling that coin just because it was something that was beautiful. I am going to keep an eye out for that thing. Hopefully it comes up again and I will pull the trigger and buy another one. But if I am unable to, then such is life. But, what I found oftentimes is if I have some of these coins and people make me a nice enough offer, I will sell it for a profit and turn that into other gold. But at the same time, I kind of regret, selling off some of my collection. But again, is what it is, right? Lastly, last mistake I think that I made is buying the Anne Bonnies. Now, the Anne Bonny coins, these are the first in the Pirate Queen series. Beautiful coin. Don't get me wrong. I think these are absolutely stunning. I think they are awesome. And I think if you're able to pick these up, absolutely you should get it. But the problem is that I paid too much for these. I bought a tube of these for way too high of a price to start off, and I miscalculated the elasticity of the silver market when it comes to all things pirates. A lot of people love the whole pirate and ship theme when it comes to silver coins, but for this particular series, there is like zero hype on it. Nobody is talking about it. Everybody was talking about the Black Flag series that you see from AppMax and everything, but when it comes to these, nobody was talking about these coins. So you know what? I was able to sell through the majority of them. I still have some of them, and I still think that they're a good purchase, but my problem was that I bought these at too high of a price when I went to buy them, so the margins for me to resell them is quite low. Anyhow, those are some of the miscalculations that I made this year. I'm curious as to some of the mistakes that you made. Don't beat yourself up. We all go through a lot of different stacking mistakes. I'm curious, though, what are some of the mistakes that you made? Comment down below. Let us know. And I would like to quickly thank these elite channel supporters. And if you haven't already become a channel member, please check out the awesome perks and join today. With that, this is Empire Precious Metals. Until next time, long live the Empire.